He's day-to-day. First game of the day from the Pavilion. Adjacent to the Thomas and Mack Center. And Malowacz wins the tip underway with the Suns. Possession in the Oberige, deep steal. Malowacz switches on. Bounce pass across the lane. Malowacz still inside. Alters that one. Recovery by Edwards. That one won't fall. And still the Wolves come away with the loose ball. Oberige, a quick bounce. Edwards against Malowacz.
Getting both those guys at the same time and giving them a first-round pick was a little bit puzzling. I like both players, but I'm just trying to figure out how they fit in together.
Rasheer Fleming is in for the Suns. First pick of the second round off the front of the rim. Finally, the Wolves come away with the rebound. Dillingham pushes tempo. Edwards, Malowacz tried to stuff it, but it was all Edwards.
Great pass right there by Dillingham. He's averaging 6 assists so far in Summer League, but he's also averaging a lot of turnovers, and that's something that he's going to have to get down because they're going to probably need him to play some point guard minutes. When you're playing point guard in this league, especially with a high-level player like Anthony Edwards on your team, not only do you have to score the ball, but you have to be efficient and take care of the rock as well.
Well, now, Brennan, Summer League head coach Kevin Hansen said, we want him to run the show.
Right here you see Malowacz inside, keeping that ball alive. They're going to eventually get it around to Dunn, and Dunn's going to knock that shot down with confidence.
24 years old, spent a couple of seasons at Seattle U. Miller into the lane, cut off. Tristan Newton, two-time champion at UConn, off the front of the rim. And
what is this Phoenix Suns calling card going to be? You know, they started with that original big three of Beal, Kevin Durant, and Booker. They wanted to be an offensive juggernaut and figured out they didn't have enough passing and defense for that to translate into championship level. Now with no Kevin Durant and still not having the defensive presence, maybe Malowacz can grow into that for this team. Where do they
see if they'll be in the semifinal in that bracket? Bailey, jump pass was deflected. And a steal, Boogie Ellis, Yuri Collins. Back to Ellis for three, rattles it through.
Ellis right there letting it fly, getting it done.
Again, leading the team in threes made so far in Vegas. Transition and a foul.
And you see right there the transition, and it's going to end up in Boogie Ellis paying it off with a three-point shot. Important that you get these young guys in there and you develop them, and they're able to come in there for the cheap and give you great production.
Back-to-back Western Conference Finals.
In the training camp, so there's a lot of guys that are playing hard full-court defense.
You have to have that mentality to get minutes deep in the playoffs. We saw it. A couple of seconds left. Suns swarmed defensively again. Of Malowacz, and he was one of the first to buy into, all right, I'm here at Duke. I'm going to be the defensive anchor, rim runner, and maybe...
I mean, that's a special type of kid to be like, okay, I'm not sure if I like this or if I even want to do this. I saw the ability to drive, get down the lane. First game was a little tough, but then against the Spurs, he was able to feel... He's able to get a little bit more comfortable and knock down some shots as well. So I saw some defensive plays, some steals leading to some dunks in transition, big-time finishes at the rim, everything that we know Cooper Flagg is capable of. And that's why he was picked #1, because he affects the game so many different ways. He can score it, or on a night where he's not scoring, he can win games with his defense, win games with his passing and rebounding as well. So he is a truly complete basketball player.
This is what the Suns look like in the first quarter with their defensive pressure, and Wood on the follow-up tip. Wood, a well-traveled college basketball player.
He deserves everything.
Wood is a shooter, so he fits into any offense. Miller lost it on the way to the rim. It was last time. Phoenix, 6-point lead. Their lead was as large as 16 back in the first quarter, so it's been the Wolves who have tried to fight their way back. They haven't led at all in this contest. They're just joined before we stepped away by Duke head coach John Shire. Rob Dillingham ahead of the pack for the Wolves. It's just a 4-point game. Wolves looking to remain unbeaten, and they get another turnover with that step out of bounds. Well, Brendan, you were talking about how Shire said that his team of a lot of talented prospects allowed him to coach them.
Yeah, he drew two Suns players to him, as we see Iguodala missed that jump hook right there, and then Bailey was able to find his man in the corner.
Schumacher, answer no. Rasheer Fleming cleans it up. Love with the potential two-way impacts for the forward, and right on cue knocks the ball away from Dillingham, the guard. Shot clock down to 1. Dillingham off glass. Beautiful.
And that's tough. That's what we talk about with this kid. The shot creation, the confidence offensively. Not having a great shooting game, but he's not deterred. He understands what his skill set is.
Dillingham has the keys. No Tarek Shannon Jr. for Minnesota. Just a rest day. Fleming, the backdoor cut, reverse layup. Fleming.
You know, Bradley Beal's no longer going to be a part of this team. You need a guy like Dunn next year and his two-way ability.
Beal at what, that $50 million number. It's now closer to $5 million.
A lot more affordable.
Yeah, that's Schumacher inside. Beal can make the difference in big moments. Free throw line, by the way, 10 for 23 for the Suns. Look no farther as why they're not up by more. A contested corner three.
It's always good when you're a young guard or just a young player in this league and you have a veteran that's been through it, that's able to show you and talk to you about what you should do to help improve your game. Because there's certain things that, as you see, we're not going to do. There's certain nice play right there by Dillingham.
Fleming wants 3. Give him all 3 of those from the corner.